What's going on YouTube? Today we're taking a look at the UT8 Pro from Ugoos, and they make some really powerful Android boxes. This new edition is no exception to that rule. This played everything I threw at it and more. Let's get into this review and I'm going to tell you more about it. Let's take a look at some of the key specs of the UT8 Pro, and shout out to Banggood who sent this over to me for a review. They have worldwide shipping, and you can get this available with any type of plug that you need. So if you're in the US, the UK, or even in China, you can get that specific plug that you need for wherever you are around the world. Check my link down below for the latest pricing. But this has Android 11. It's also using the latest rockchip 3568 processor, which is one capable processor. It has the Mali G52 for your GPU. USB 3.0, 4K at Ultra HD 60 frames a second. So if you have that banging TV, this is definitely going to output the specs that you need. VPN 9 HDR, gigabit LAN, Wi-Fi 6 is on here, and you also do have Bluetooth 5. The Bluetooth remote control is here as well, but I'll get into that remote control in just a little bit. But let's go ahead and check out what's inside. This is everything that comes in the box, and you can get the specific plug that you need. Just make sure to choose that specific plug when you check out from Banggood. Again, check my link down below. Now looking at the remote control, it's a fine remote control, but at the price point of this box, I would have liked to have seen something a little bit better. But here's the D-pad, here's the back button. You also do have an air mouse built in and a microphone for your Google Assistant there. It's an okay, decent type of remote control, guys, but again, I think at $199 or so, a keyboard remote control would be a little bit better, but thankfully you can go ahead and plug in whatever accessories you need. And one of those accessories that I used was my NVIDIA Shield controller. I'll get into gaming in just a tiny bit. But here's the UT8 Pro, and I really like how this looks. I mean, the antennas might be a little bit overkill. I do like to see boxes with built-in antennas, but it is metal, so this is needed. Definitely with Wi-Fi 6, you need a little bit of an external antenna. There's your power button right on the back. And taking a look at the side, here's your power in, SPDIF port, HDMI 2.1, two USB 3s. You also have that gigabit LAN right over there. And on the other side, you have a USB port, you have an OTG port, a TransFlash micro SD card port as well, audio out and audio in via the aux ports. So again, fully functional box if you ask me. And the build quality is just something superb. The build quality is definitely top notch on the UT8 Pro. On the top, you have a little LED status light. So let's get into this and check out some of the settings and check out some video quality together. If we take a look at the home screen here, what I like about the Ugoos box is it is a full Android device and you can put whatever launcher you want on it. But if you scroll from the top, you do have a notification bar and you do have some quick toggles as well. So I really like that kind of feature on this Ugoos box as well. And scrolling up from the bottom, you get access to all of your apps. And again, it's a very customizable, very fully functional Android box in my opinion. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at some of the settings, I just want to show you some of the settings before I show you some samples of the video quality and whatnot. Clicking on About, this is running Android 11. And you can see all of the necessary information here. So your Android security patch level is July 5th, 2021. And there is also a system update. It's going to check for updates automatically. And since receiving this box, I already received about 3 updates. So I'm happy to see that Ugoos is supporting their latest generation Android box. Bluetooth once again is Bluetooth 5. And I was hoping to have a little bit of a better connection when connecting to a Bluetooth speaker for watching multimedia and whatnot. But I still get a tiny bit of lag. And I have yet to find any box Android certified or even the Google Chromecast that does not have a little bit of lag when connecting to a Bluetooth speaker. It's definitely not that bad, but it is there. So if you guys are interested in Bluetooth pairing and setting up some home speakers and whatnot, you will have a tiny bit of lag. At least I have with all of my devices that I've checked it out with. Now under display and sound, this is a 4K box. Now, unfortunately, my capture card is only 1080, so I'm not able to show you 4K, but I did have it hooked up to my 4K TV. And I'm definitely really happy with the 4K quality, a lot better than all of my other streaming boxes at the moment. So that's really a huge plus when it comes to the AM8 in my opinion. And orientation is something that a lot of people ask with these Android boxes, so you can go ahead and flip it. So if you're using this maybe for, I don't know, maybe you're using this for a commercial purpose and you want to flip the orientation, thankfully you are able to flip the orientation. So well done to Ugoos for including that, because a lot of people do like the option to change the orientation. Under panels, you can change a whole bunch of things. So you do have the option to hide the status bar if you don't want it there. Same goes for the navigation bar, and you can also allow swipes from showing that bars as well. This is a very customizable box, and that's what I really like about the AM8 personally. Now going into home screen, if you do have a different launcher, this is where you'll have the ability to change that launcher. Now under power, you can have it stay awake again. You can have a screensaver. There is energy saving. So there is a lot of options when it comes to power and whatnot. And thankfully, this box does have 64 gigs of built-in storage, and I have about 57 gigabytes of usable storage here. So that's definitely a lot. The OS is not taking up a huge amount of that 64 gigs of storage. And for those of you interested in rooting, you can root it on demand or you can unroot it to your heart's content. We do have the Google Assistant here. There is location. And then under advanced settings, this is where you can get all of your settings as a regular Android device, if you will. There also is a built-in file manager here, and I'm sure you're going to download a lot of APKs. Now, speaking of side-loading apps, when it comes to these Android boxes, do not buy these for Netflix or Prime Video or Disney Plus. I mean, I'm sure you're going to get some of them to work, but they're really just going to be in SD quality. You're not going to get that HD quality, and sometimes they won't even work at that. Netflix, I had a kind of an issue to get it to work, and Prime Video worked, but again, guys, do not buy this box if you're interested in Prime Video or any of the major streaming services. This box is for the enthusiast, if you will. This box is for somebody that wants to download APKs and wants to play games. So speaking of which, let me just show you that you do have the full Google Play Store, so you can download just about all of your favorite apps right onto this box itself. Some of the apps aren't going to play properly once again. You might need a mouse, you might need a keyboard. But for those of you looking at this box, I'm pretty sure you already know how it goes when it comes to Android boxes. Because you have the full Google Play Store, it means you have a full Chrome browser at that. And this is perfect if you want to watch some embedded video, if you will, on your big screen. You can go in and go to your favorite website, and it's going to play it perfectly fine. So let me just show you a little bit of a sample when it comes to embedded video here.
Dollars in transaction costs. Market access.
She got tricks in the stash, stacking up the cash.
And you also do have picture-in-picture as well.
Script is my time to listen.
I can listen at home, in the car.
It's a way for me to stay informed, get entertained.
These boxes do have a lot of appeal to them, especially for somebody that wants a full couch surfer. This embodies everything about couch surfing. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you some of the great apps, but everything definitely played really well on this box, so I definitely like it. But let's take a look at some of the samples that I can show you. And these samples will be 4K. And again, everything played perfectly fine on the AM8 box from Ugoos. The Ugoos AM8 also has AirScreen, so if your device supports AirScreen, you can go ahead and mirror what's on your mobile device, like your tablet or your phone, onto your big screen. YouTube plays at 4K, so no issues with YouTube playing 4K.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed.
Usually when we play the Jellyfish, about 160 is where most of these Android boxes kind of top out, but the UT8 Pro made it all the way to the 400 megabyte a second. So 4K content, ultra 4K content, if you will. No problems once again with this rockchip processor. Let's get into gaming because that's everyone's favorite when they buy these Android boxes. So let's go ahead and test out some of these games. Now, everything I tested played really, really nicely. So gaming is not an issue. Multimedia is not an issue at all.
Welcome to the world of GT Racing 2.
Now that's it when it comes to the UT8 Pro. This is an awesome box. It's definitely the best Android box that I've tested. Everything works flawlessly. Even those high quality bitrate files played absolutely flawlessly, and if you download movies and TV shows, that's going to play perfectly well as well. Now I couldn't show you that for obvious reasons, but trust me when I tell you 4K is no problems with this UT8 Pro. This is going to be the box that you want. This is going to be the one and only Android box that I would recommend at this point. But if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in another video.